Hello everyone, I just wanted to jump on here just to put up a Instagram video. I did an Instagram story yesterday live, and I also did it on Facebook, and I uploaded it to YouTube. Then I said I wanted to have one here so that I can have one for Instagram as well. I wanted to share with you today what I discussed about hair breakage and hair fall and the major differences between them. And I'm going to run through this really quick, but I just wanted to share there are major differences between breakage, hair fall, and shedding. Breakage is what you see around the hairline when hair is snatched too tight. It may have come out from braids or weave or heat styling and heat implements. And when you part your hair in between and you see little tiny fractured pieces, but the rest of your hair is very long, that's usually breakage. If you see breakage, little tiny short pieces all over your clothing, all over the floor or in the sink, that's usually breakage. And it usually comes from the fact that there isn't enough moisture in the hair. There may be problems with traction, round brushing your hair too often, not putting enough moisturizer in it, using too much heat, because that will break the disulfide bond, because the disulfide bond is very sensitive to heat. And the salt bond, which is another bond in the hair, is very sensitive to chemical changes. So when you overprocess your hair by doing too much color at home, or you go to a salon and have a color service done, then you have another color service done, and then you have another chemical service done soon thereafter, you're not giving your pH a chance to rebound and reset, and you need to condition your hair in between all of those treatments. So that can cause your hair some breakage too, because when you elevate the pH of the hair too often, you can cause the hair to practically melt off the head, and the integrity of the hair will become very dry. And when you do successive things to it, heat styling or try to blow dry it or just wear it natural, you can start to see your hair breaking off all over your clothes. So there is a problem when it comes to you not having enough moisture, using too much heat, and using too much traction. That can cause you breakage. So those are the little teeny tiny short pieces that you see around your hairline or within your scalp. And you can see that on your clothes, on your sink, or on the floor. Next, I wanted to cover diffuse hair loss. Now, diffuse hair loss usually comes about when you have a system issue, whether you have a cardiovascular issue with your heart and blood pressure, whether you're having problems with your endocrine system and your testosterone, your estrogen levels, or your adrenal glands or your thyroid glands are not functioning properly. It can cause your hair to thin until you get that particular situation that you're going through straightened out, and you achieve a level of homeostasis, and you're feeling well as per your doctor's standards. And they'll take different blood tests and different testing to evaluate whether your TSH levels or your inflammation, your CRP levels are up or down, your testosterone levels, see if your free testosterone is too high. All those types of issues where they impair your endocrine system, circulatory system, your nervous system, your hepatic system, the structural system, all those types of systems. If there's something wrong with one of those systems, it can cause your hair to thin gradually across your whole head of hair. In that case, that's not breakage or fallout, but I wanted to mention it because a lot of people say, oh, my hair quality has just changed over the past few years and my hair is thinning. And I'll ask them various questions, and I'll tell them until your system issue is corrected, your hair probably will not grow back to the degree that you would want it to, because hair is non-essential tissue. So when the body is starved of minerals, or the minerals you do take in are taken in by your body to heal what's going on initially, the body's going to forgo the hair. It doesn't need the hair because it's trying to balance out what's going on in your body through all of your organs and tissues. So that's based on a systemic issue. Originally, breakage is when you impair the salt bond, the disulfide bond, or you're not giving your hair enough moisture, using too much heat, too much rough styling, too much round brushing. You have to give your hair a break. So that's breakage, that's diffuse hair loss. And next is effluvium. That is what we call in the industry now hair fall, but we say excessive fallout. So effluvium is a sudden surge or sudden fallout. If any of you have not gone to beauty school, I just want to let you know that there are 3 growth phases in the hair cycle, and the hair can fall out during any of these phases. They're not supposed to, but they can. There's the anagen growth phase, there's the catagen resting phase, and the telogen fallout phase. Now, during the anagen growth phase, the hair can be pushed into an effluvium prematurely by things such as chemotherapy or radiation, or medication, poisonings. Someone can ingest an influx of arsenic or something like that. Everyone watches Forensic Files. Something like that can push your hair prematurely into an anagen effluvium. Your hair is in the growth phase, but it can still fall out. The head of hair of everyone at any given time has 70% of its hairs in the growth phase, 20% in the telogen phase, and 10% in the catagen or resting phase. So, like I said, your hair can come out in any one of those phases. So I'll move on. During the telogen phase, this is in fact the fallout phase. So at any given time, your hair is supposed to come out daily. I have people that call me all the time that say, oh, my hair's coming out, it's coming out, it's coming out. And I'll say, how many hairs do you see coming out in your clothes or your sink daily? Oh, about 5 or 10. I just see it all over my clothes. Well, that's supposed to come out, and I'll address that in a minute. So your hair, 20% of your head of hair is supposed to come out naturally, and it will be replaced. So there's no need to fear. Your hair will replace those hairs when it's time. Also, 10% of your hair is in the catagen or resting phase. Lastly is the shedding phase. Now, there's a period of time when you may take out a weave install or something that's been in your hair for a long time. It may seem like your hair is falling out, but it's not. Your hair is supposed to shed naturally 100 to 120 hairs per day. So if you've had your hair tied up for 2 weeks, 2 months, imagine how much hair was supposed to come out every day, but you had it tied up. So please don't bug your hairdresser or your barber or your stylist about your hair falling out. Your hair is not falling out. That's natural shedding. So I hope that helps clear some things up for you guys. But I just wanted to say, if you can, try to eat for your hair growth. Try to eat lean protein sources. Eat green, heavy green salads with a rainbow of colors in your salads, because your hair needs that food. It needs the nutrient dense foods. It cannot survive on nutrient less diets. Fried foods, white starches, white rice, white sugar, that's not good for the hair. You need good lean sources of protein. You need good fats, good healthy fats like avocado and coconut oil, grapeseed oils, olive oils. You need the colors of the rainbow in your food: yellow, green peppers, carrots, apples, strawberries, berries, nuts, seeds, kale that's full of chlorophyll, that's good, it will help detoxify your liver, spinach, lettuce, romaine, no iceberg. Have all that in your meal and just try to eat for your hair, eat for your health. And I hope this helps someone. If you need to reach out to me for anything at all, if there's anything I can help you with, please, by all means, inbox me, or you can find me info@hairlosscenternj.com, or you can call us 609-553-7079, or reply to this video. Hope you'll have a good day. This is your certified trichologist, LaRon Quarles in Pleasantville, New Jersey of SBL Hair Loss. Hey everyone, I'm back. I just wanted to tag on the end of this video. Hopefully you're still watching, because after I watched the video, and I didn't want to redo it because I wanted to keep it as authentic as possible, I forgot to mention the key factors that go into telogen effluvium. I wanted to mention, since we talked about chemotherapy and radiation and poisoning going into an immediate effluvium for the anagen phase, and we talked about the catagen resting phase, but I didn't go into what would throw someone into telogen effluvium. Some factors that would automatically kind of throw a lot of people, not everyone, into a telogen effluvium is something sudden. And I also tell people, when they have a massive fallout that seems more than usual, more than 100 to 120 hairs per day, I always try to get them to, when they come in for a consultation, or if they've sat in my chair and they're just asking me kind of as matter of factly, my hair's falling out more than normal, I always try to go back in time with them for the past 3 months and see what is it that they've done. Did they have a recent stressor, or was there a stressor that maybe lasted for a while? Did you become sick? And did you have to go to a hospital? Were you involved in some sort of trauma? Did you start a new diet? Because if you reduce your caloric content from 3,000, 2,500 to now you're only taking in 1,200 calories a day, that's a loss of minerals practically cut in half that your hair needs. Now those minerals are being diverted to your body's organs, and now your hair suffers. So you can't just do crash diets and think everything's going to be okay. Not everyone can do that. Also, trauma, stress, a new diet, sickness, anything that impacted your body for a while and then your body has had to recover from that. Look 3 months before and think about anything that happened. Did you have a new move? Did you have a new job? Did you get fired from your job? Did you leave your mate? Did you have a stressful exam at school? Did your children just start school? Did anything like impact your life that would preclude an event where you had some kind of fallout? So I spoke about catagen effluvium, I spoke about anagen effluvium. Those are some of the things that would happen as far as telogen effluvium, and that your hair will be replaced. But what happens is some more hair than normal will come out because of a recent event that impacted your life. So, of course, this is not everything, because there may be some people who watch this who are experienced with this already. But this is just to help some people out, and I just wanted to just do a quick video. So this is not a synopsis or a day-long seminar of hair loss, because I can sit on here all day and tell you some things about hair loss. So if this helps anyone, like I said, reach out to me. Let me know if I could add more value to your life. Tell me what other things I need to talk about. Okay? Have a good day.